When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense. This drive. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the left side. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dumps it off in the flats. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this, I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Dogs will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocker on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Going up top again. Makes the grab on the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. He's got him. Open space at the 25. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. To the ground with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Dances away. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They kick it away on fourth down. He's got it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Georgia going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Toss to the outside. Got a little space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Louisville. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking for room at the 40. He's into the open down the middle. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Breaks into the open. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive scheme.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Defense playing a bail technique. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. To the air, it's Lagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to keep this drive alive. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Still running at the 40. Found a seam on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know.
Turning it on! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Crowd and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Runs through the tackle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Flips it out to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. There he goes. Look at that toughness just running through everybody. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the returner goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the option. Smashes ahead. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
South Carolina, 0.
So first down will open up the final period. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Moves around to clear up the vision. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They are up by 15 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Nolan. Buys a little time. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Georgia going up tempo. To the air, it's Lagway. Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start air.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record,